Hello, welcome to day 4 of my initial teacher training skit scheme, Road to Teaching. Yesterday I finally found out what school I'm going to, CNS, that's the most information you're getting about that, and I found out who my mentor is, but I'm not going to tell you their name because they probably don't want me to, and it might be a GDPR thing. So I will just refer to them as my subject mentor, my school mentor, my mentor, etc. So I got sent their email address from City College, the Norfolk Teacher Training Centre, not City College, same thing, but also not. In the evening time yesterday, whilst I was having tea. And I was like, cool! So first thing I did when I got back, because I had tea at my grandparents', was shot them off an email, effectively just saying, hi, I'm me, I've got a bunch of questions, here most of them are, can you answer these for me? I look forward to meeting you on Monday. They replied saying, probably not, because confidentiality clauses and stuff, which is fair enough, but if you can call me tomorrow after 3:15, tomorrow now being today, then sure. So I will be calling them around 4ish and hopefully get some more answers then, which will be good. That'll be good. Then I had kung fu. But that's not related to teacher training in any way, and I'm going to try and keep these a little bit shorter from now on, partially because I'm going to get milk and I want to finish this before I get to the shop. But yeah, so that was yesterday. Today, obviously, as I said, I'm calling them. I can't do today's online tasks that I've been given. Or I think they're today's, they might be tomorrow. I really don't know. Because I've got to watch videos that I can't do until I've had enrollment, which I can't do because they haven't phoned me. They have to phone me for enrollment, so I'm waiting for that. And it's going to be in the afternoon at some point. And knowing my luck, it's going to be while I'm on the phone to my mentor. Yeah, no, my mentor seems nice from the 2 emails I've received from them. So hopefully they are, and hopefully they don't have an annoying voice, because some people just have those voices that I dislike. And I'm going to be communicating with them a lot until Christmas, and maybe beyond, but at least until Christmas. So yeah. But no, yesterday the Zoom call, was useful, but not super useful. What we covered was mostly how to, what evidence is for my professional practice portfolio, which is one of the things that I'm going to get graded on. And I need to do a specific number of things for it. I need to submit 30 pieces of evidence before Christmas, 26 before, I think, Easter, and then 10 after. Something like that. I need to do 66 total, I think, which is the plan. But if that plan doesn't work out, well, I mean, that's the plan, and because there are the teaching standards, and that's what it's for. To show that you have been practicing the teaching standards in your profession while you've been practicing your profession in a classroom. So while teaching or preparing for teaching, etc., I have to show evidence that I have met the teaching standards and substandards. So the substandards are parts of the teaching standards. So there's teaching standard 1, and then there's substandards 1 through 4, or A through D for that. So it'd be TS1A would be teaching standard 1, substandard A. And I'm allowed to submit 2 pieces of evidence for each substandard, which is useful information to know. Also, I can use each piece of evidence twice, which is also useful information to know, but if I use a piece of evidence twice, it has to be for different substandards. Furthermore, any evidence that I collect during autumn, I cannot use during spring or summer. But, again, if I want to, I can preload. So, I said I've got to do 30 before Christmas and 30 before Easter, separately. I could do 60 before Christmas and not have to do any before Easter, like in that term. So the autumn term, in theory, I could do all of it. However, the better the evidence, the more likely I am to pass the course, etc. So unless I have a really exemplary set of evidences for the teaching standards in autumn, then probably not. But there's the NASBT, which I've mentioned before, courses. They can be used as evidence. Lesson plans can be used as evidence. Lesson observation notes can be used as evidence. Any emails between me and my mentor can be used as evidence. Effectively, any written document or resource that I have altered in some way, that can be used as evidence, provided it, is actually evidence of one of the teaching standards, substandards. So there's that, and they will all be uploaded to the Norfolk Teacher Training Centre thing. One thing that I do need to make sure of, though, is that all my notes and stuff are using Norfolk Teacher Training Centre forms, if there is a form for it. If not, then it'll be freeform or whatever. But if they have a form for it, like lesson plans, I have to follow their lesson plan form, otherwise it won't be marked, and I will fail, which isn't what I want, really. And then, going beyond that, today, I honestly don't remember what it is we're doing today, but I've got the Zoom call today, between 2:30 and 3:30, but I like being at the computer from 2 till we finish, just in case there's any errors pop up, and I need to quickly download Zoom on my phone or something. But the Zoom calls are recorded, so if my internet goes down, I've ran out of mobile data from uploading these. But if my internet does go down, then I can watch them when I have access to Blackboard after enrolment. I'm hoping I get the enrolment phone call maybe during the Zoom, because they're recorded, so I can just go and, answer the phone call, do the enrolment, and watch the recording when it comes to it. But because I know where I'm going, in theory, I will be able to go and do the thing. Do a test run bike of getting there, because I'm hoping to bike most days. Driving shouldn't be much of a problem, it's like a 20-minute drive, but it's like a 40-minute bike ride, 50-minute bike ride. But again, I don't want to bike through the city, and the school is in the city. So, my plan currently is to bike along Marriotts Way to the old station, where there are bike lock areas, those metal bars that are sort of in an N shape, a wide N shape without the little top bit of an N. Yeah, those things. Go there, lock my bike, walk the rest of the way, which is about a 45-minute walk. So, if I take it to be a 30-minute, 35-minute maybe bike ride to there, I'll give myself 50 in case of unexpected delays, and then 45 minutes the rest of the way. I'll give myself an hour and a half, just hour 35 is what it would be. But if I give myself sort of 2 hours to get there, depending on when I need to be there, depends on whether I'm going to do that. Because if I need to be there, which is one of the questions I will be asking this afternoon, evening time, here's the afternoon, 4 o'clock this afternoon, 7 is evening, then I think that I'll be, if I've got to be there at 7, I'm not going to leave at 5 to get there for 7. At that point, I might bike the whole way, which would take it to be 40 minutes, but I don't like biking through the city. I'll have to look at alternate routes for the least amount of time in the city, because biking along Marriotts Way is the safest way for me to get there. And safety is always a high priority for me. However, not if it means not getting enough sleep, because I get up at 5 anyway, but there's a difference between getting up and leaving the house. I leave the house usually before 6 for a walk or a run in the morning. Went for a run this morning, but I was getting a pinching in my hip, so I need to do some stretching before I can do that. So I stopped and walked. But, yeah. That's the plan. Figure out when I have to be there, so that way I can time my sleep schedule around that. Hopefully I don't have to be there until like 8, at which point I would be okay leaving at 6 to get there for 8. It would mean no walk run in the morning, but a cycle ride is similar enough. And instead of walking, I could in theory run parts of it. I would just have to change my shoes when I got to the college, and it would be a right pain in the butt because I have like a big old rucksack on. But that's doable. Yeah, anyway, I'm near the shop now, and that is actually about everything, so I timed that quite well. And I'll catch you cats on the flip-flop, whether or not I record later today or tomorrow.